Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of today's newsletter is going to be, it's all about confidence. Well, I've actually got an email here today from a woman who's been following my work for a period of time. She agrees with everything that I teach, and she's actually described the story of how she's used what she learned in my book to better understand herself and why she was always losing interest in guys who basically acted like beta males, who basically made all the mistakes that I talk about in my book, and how this has helped her find the right guy for her. And today she's been in a great relationship with the type of guy she's always wanted for about 6 months. She's a high-achieving, very successful alpha female. So I have a quote that I wrote, and we're going to go through her email. And the quote says, "Being successful in life and with women is really about the amount of self-confidence you exude, how you present yourself, and how you feel about yourself. Self-confidence is doing what you know how to do and doing it really well. Time and repetition are the keys to becoming self-confident and an expert at something you may currently be a novice at. Confidence is sexy to women because it communicates a willingness to take risks, step outside of your comfort zone, and a preference for choosing to fail instead of not trying at all. All women know on some level that a man who has self-confidence is a man who shows up in life and makes the effort despite his fears. Men who lack self-confidence are simply too timid, shy, weak, and adverse to risk-taking and failure to get what they want. Women know that if a man can't or won't do what it takes to get what he wants or to make himself happy, there is no way he is strong enough to make her happy." So fucking true. Don't believe me? Well, listen to what a woman has to say. "Hi, Corey. First, I want to say that I'm a great fan of your work. I am a 32-year-old European woman, and I am a true alpha woman. I'm a doctor, and I work in the field of pro sports. Just like you, I followed my dream, and I fucking love what I am doing. Good for you. That's awesome. I just wanted to tell all the men that are reading your book and watching your videos that you are so right in everything. Guys, it is really all about confidence. I am a high achiever myself and never wanted to settle for anything less than what I thought I deserved. I always have guys chasing me, texting me way too much, and forcing themselves upon me, something I walk away from directly. I came to the point of thinking I was incompatible because all men I dated turned so weak after a few dates, and I stopped liking them after a while. So the guys are okay first date or two, then by like second or the third date, it's like they turn into fucking Gumby. It's like as soon as they start thinking, wow, this girl really likes me and I got a chance, they start being extra nice, they start kissing her ass, being too compliant, chasing too much, because deep down they don't think they deserve her. It's a lack of self-confidence, and because they lack confidence, they try to force things. They call too much, they text too much, chase too much. I mean, these are her own words. Everything I talk about in the book, they're doing. She says, I never understood that really for myself until I read your book and watched your videos. I have dated really good-looking men, pro athletes, and so on. Because I have to travel a lot for my work, and I work only with pro male athletes, most guys acted really needy and jealous, weak, so to say. It's a complete turnoff, although I was really into them at first. It is true that you can talk us women out of liking you quite quickly, very quickly, to be honest. Half a year ago, now this is where she tells us about the guy that she's with today and why she's so into him. Half a year ago, I met a man that is looks-wise quite average. However, I was attracted to his strength right from the start. Keep in mind, she's surrounded by successful, wealthy, male pro athletes who have plenty of money, plenty of girls throwing themselves at them. But what happens? A couple of dates, they act like all the rest because they just got no game. They got no self-confidence. Even though they might be confident in their sport and what they do, as a man, they lack that. And so they try to make up for it by trying to force things. He knows what he wants, and he just comes and gets it. That is such a turn on. He gives me all the freedom to follow my passion and only supports this. Because a lot of guys are very intimidated by successful women. And a lot of women that I talk to, when they start dating a guy, when these women are very successful, the guys try to get them to give up their career because they fear if these women are successful that somehow some other dude's going to come along and rip them off. I can have most men I want, but totally have chosen the most dominant and strong one. The guy who calms me down and keeps me grounded because he is the mountain. Nothing gets him uncentered. That attracts me day in and day out. Nothing feels more pleasant than being able to be submissive and all woman in my private life. So all of what you teach is so true. It's not about looks. It's how you present yourself, how you feel about yourself, and what you radiate. Corey, keep up the good work. I love it. And I have used all of your wisdom myself and have found myself a real 3% man. I will give him my best every day to keep him because they are rare, she puts in big letters. You've probably heard me say many times in videos that I've done in the past, when you apply the things I teach, you really don't have any competition. It's like hence the title of my book, 3% Man. Only 3 out of 100 guys really get this stuff. And so if you're a single guy or you're recently single after you were in a relationship for a while, and you start applying these things, even if you're not as good looking and not as successful as the guys that women you're interested in may have the option to go out with, they're always going to choose you because most men don't know how to act like men. It makes it really easy for you to date women that are out of your league. That's what I want you to have. I want you to have a woman that knocks your fucking socks off if you're a guy, and if you're a girl, I want you to have a dude that knocks your socks off. Because if you don't, you're never really going to put in the kind of effort that it requires to make it really spectacular and awesome. And that's definitely something to think about. So if you'd like to get my help personally, the quickest way is to book a paid phone, Skype, or email coaching session. You can choose any of those options by going to my website, clicking the products tab at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions for booking whichever option works best for you. And I will talk to you soon.